Welcome to this new YouTube channel. My name is Lucía. I'm a professional mental golf coach. And in this YouTube channel, I want to help the golfers become the best version of themselves. If you are one of those golfers that you really want to work on that handicap and go to a single digit, or maybe you're on a single digit and you want to understand how to play without pressure, subscribe to this channel and I will share you all my knowledge and I will help you to get to that goal. I want to introduce myself. My name is Lucía. As I said, I'm from the Basque Country, yes, the home of Jan Ram. My knowledge doesn't come from books or theory or careers. My knowledge, my performance on the golf course comes with my own survival story. I was born with a liver disease, and as for now, I'm 32. I challenge the statistics because I managed to understand the most important organ we have, which is our brain. I understood that the obstacles are always going to be there and the limitations, but I never stopped. I never got no for an answer. Basically, what I want to tell you, and I want to look at you, the person who are on the side of the screen, that I'm a different mental golf coach. You would say, why golf? Because I discovered that golf has a lot of similarities with everything I overcome. I went through all those bunkers and those waters, meaning all those complications for my liver, all those hospitals, all those months without eating or drinking or walking on my own from a very young age. And I understood that golf and whatever I survived in my life had a lot of things in common. And my goal and my mission with this channel and with my coaching, help all the golfers be the best version, but also understand that golf is not a game of perfection. And we can always learn from failures, understand that the failures are going to be there, but the only thing we can control is not the failure itself, is our attitude towards it. I help golfers all around the US to be the best version of themselves, to get to their level of handicap that they want, and also to enjoy golf the way it is, with the complex and with the difficulties that we all love. With that being said, let's start with the most common problems I see in all my clients. The problems that I see more often on my clients are the following. Problem number one, negative talk. I talk to myself very bad, and I'm always, for sure, I'm not going to do it good, or, yeah, it was fine for me. No, that's something we need to eliminate and we need to fix. Problem number two, performing different when people are watching. What's the problem over here? We're going to tee off and pay more attention to the people around us, to what actually is going on, to the point that I even had clients that tell me, I don't even see the ball anymore. I'm just like, I just can stop thinking about whoever is around me. Number three, practice on the driving range. This is something I want to ask you, and I want you to put in the comments, how do you practice on the driving range? Because that is going to tell us how you're going to perform on the course. Why? Because there's a sentence that I love from Tiger Woods, and he said, if I practice under pressure whenever I go to a tournament on the course, it seems routine. Let me repeat that again. When I practice under pressure on the driving range, whenever I go to a tournament, it seems routine, because that's what he is practicing. Number four, the scorecard, the final result. You're paying more attention to what's going on in your results, what's going on the leaderboard, than whatever is in front of you. That's another thing. Number three, do you know the best and the worst round? Have you ever taught yourself, like, man, that round was perfect. Like, you were driving back home and you're thinking like, wow. And you got home and you tell your wife or your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whatever, you're like, this one was excellent. Okay. Next time that happened, I want you to really understand and really memorize what happened. What was different? Were you alone? Were you with people? Everything. That's very important. And it's also very important, you tell me, what is the worst? What is the worst round you did? What happened there? Were you distracted? Were you stressed? Something there caused that. And we need to know what it was. I want you to think and to really pay attention if you think that you need to work on either one or all of them or some of these points. Because for me, that's where I always identify the same golfer has the same problem. What we're going to work on this channel goes around all this. How do you train? The shots. What is your best shot? Is it on the short game? Is it on the, no, I'm perfect with the driver? The physical. How much can you turn? Are you training that? Are you training your strength? I recommend you to see how either Scotty Scheffler, Bryson DeChambeau, or Rory McIlroy train, because they are experts in understanding that the more you churn and the strength that you have in your body, the longer your drivers are going to go. The strategy. Another question that I have for you on the other side of the screen. Do you go with a yardage book? Do you understand, or do you read, or do you, let's say, prepare your round the day before? That's another question I have for you. And the pressure. How do you handle pressure? Do you know how to train pressure? I'm telling you, pressure is one of the most important parts of this game, because at the end of the day, if you're on the hole 18, you have a 4-5 putt. I've seen Rory McIlroy miss a 4 feet putt because of the pressure. So all this is what each point we're going to train on this YouTube channel. Over here, I put you from less to more importance. Why is that? And here I want to stop for a second, because this is very important for you to understand. How many times I've seen golfers that they're like, no, but I did a good fitting and I spent almost 2,000 something dollars on my new clubs and they're excellent. And the guy from the shop told me that they were exactly for me. You're like, okay, how is it going? Not very well, actually. You see? You think that the clubs are the answer for all the results that you need. But let me tell you something. The most important club is the one we have here, is the number 819. They all said that. It's a very famous sentence. But let me tell you something. It's not the clubs. The fact that you do perfectly on the driving range is already telling us that it's not the clubs. It's not physical. It's mental. So please subscribe to this channel, because there's a lot of things that are going to come and a lot of value that I'm going to bring to this channel. Because let me tell you something, if I am passionate about something, it's about golf and teaching people how to enjoy the game. Because I've seen people a lot of times very much frustrated, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so simple. Let me help you. I want you to go and enjoy golf. So regarding the importance, from less to more, the science of putting. I'm going to do a specific video about this, because putting is one of the most important things. And I know I'm going to say this sentence a lot, but there's a lot of little, little details that makes what golf is. So yes, putting is also very important, because many times I see people on the driving range training those long distance. But let me tell you something. There's not a lot of people training the putt. So we will do a video specifically about putting. The yardage book is what I mentioned before. It's very important for you to understand that the yardage book is your best friend. One concept, this is another video that I will make. One concept I need you to understand. The guy, the person, the professional golfer, the architect, the person who designed that golf course, designed it as a challenge for all the golfers. So yes, he put the bunker and he put the water right there for a reason. So very, very important. The yardage book. Course navigation and management, which goes a little bit with what I'm telling you, is to understand, let's say, I have here iron 6. If I know the distance exactly, which I do with my 6, and I see on the yardage book, okay, I already did this before I did my course navigation, and I know that the bunker is a specific location, and I know the distance that I do with the iron 6, I know exactly that, let's say, okay, it's more than 150 yards, I'm not gonna get there. So I can confidently swing this one, the iron number 6, because I know, my mind knows that I'm unable to get there. So I want you to ask yourself this question. How many times you did something super confident and excellent because you knew you couldn't fail? That's what we're going to talk about. That's what is important for you to subscribe to this channel and to continue with me, because I am just super excited, as you can see. So the breathing to reconnect your nervous system. This is something that might sound stupid, and a lot of people are like, I don't think it's needed. Let me tell you something. Breathing is the way that we have to restart our system. And I always compare it with this example to all my clients. How many times someone is annoying you and you do, how many times, right? This is our way we have to restart. There's a famous book that I love from James Nestor called Breathe. And that book is perfect example of what breathing does to us. Because it's as simple as I saw an exercise that could be very beneficial. You put your hand in front of you when you have a lot of anxiety. You put your hand in front of you and you do every time you go through the finger, you inhale, and when you go down, you exhale. Try it. I guarantee you, it's very important to control our breathing because our breathing goes with our nervous system. Our nervous system is connected to our brain, and our brain sends the message to our muscles. Muscles are the one that control the club. So everything is connected. And the last piece of this puzzle, it will be the brain frequency. It's very important to understand this, and it's very complicated. It's not something simple that I can sit in 2 seconds and explain to you, but in my sessions with my clients, I work with two very important things. One device is an EEG scan that I will put it here on the screen. And this is going to tell us how calm your brain is. It's a very complete device. This is not a band that I'm going to put on your head and it's going to tell us how to meditate. This is 16 sensors that I'm going to tell me a lot of information from your brain, but not the brain itself, the frequency, the energy of your brain. I will do another video speaking about this because I found that the moment I learned about this, I couldn't stop. And that's when I understood the difference between a good golfer and an amateur. I'm not saying that every single professional golfer used this, but the moment I discovered, I saw amazing results. And the other part that I also combine in my coaching is BioLight. I'll put here the picture so you see. It's a device that I use to stimulate the brain cell. It's also very complicated. And then again, this is my first video from this channel. I want to read you guys on the comments and see which topic is more interesting for you. But yes, as I said at the beginning, I'm a different coach. I'm a mental golf coach. I work with these two devices because I understood that data mixed with my experience in life can help a lot of people to be the best golfers they want and also to get to the handicap they always wished. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, put any comments of whatever you want me to talk next on the video, whatever you feel that is important and interesting for you, and I'll see you on the next video.